Sure.
For Mandalore!
Alright, who do you guys want to be? Let me guess,
You know
green
who
and
I'm
blue again?
Well, I gotta see my characters again.
Alright, we'll all be the same characters, and instead of Sam, the RNG is gonna be red.
Okay. Wasn't I green?
No, you were blue. The blue lady.
Oh, okay.
The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week, unaware. Alright, week 1. Jaime, you go first.
Oh, I have to wait.
Oh, you have to wait to see what the places are?
And I'll take a screenshot. How do I do that again?
Now that I know there are 8 places, I will put that as the max number for the RNG thing. What just happened?
Why is there a timestamp in the corner?
There we go. Sorry. Huh?
Why is there a timestamp in the corner?
It's to show when I flip the coin for the 4th player. Were you not listening to anything I said earlier? No, probably not.
Okay. I will go to the hospital.
Okay. If I can... There it is. And would you like to clean up or tend to the patients?
Tend to the patient.
How noble. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. But one day a patient comes into the hospital with sores that nobody's ever seen before.
Uh-oh.
While walking by his bedside, he looks to you and rudely asks for a glass of water. Do you want to get him water or ignore him? Because he's been a rude son of a bitch.
I will get him some water.
How noble of you once
all
more.
he wants.
You bring him a small glass to quench his thirst. I had to emphasize small because I wanted to. He takes a large sip of the small... Okay. Swigs it around and then proceeds to spit it at you. The water hits you right in the face. After cleaning up, you scold the obviously insane man for spitting at you.
Oh.
That night, when you go home, you feel dizzy and start having hallucinations about ancient wizards. You gain 3 magic.
Oh.
You lose 3 mind.
His wounds, his rash looks really magical.
Alright, Doug, where do you want to go?
Forced.
Alrighty. You want to chop wood or hunt?
Hunt.
You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a dry... Did we... That's... Okay.
Is it going the way that you...
I think so. A dryad picking flowers in the field. Upon noticing you, she runs up to you excitedly. "Excuse me, sir, would you care to dance?" she asks. "I've been wanting to dance for so long, but nobody else has been around to dance with," she sighs. "I'd love to dance," or "I don't dance."
I don't dance.
"I don't dance."
Oh.
"Well, you're no fun," she replies. She turns into a flurry of leaves and flies away. That was a beautiful encounter. You feel enlightened just witnessing it. You gain 1 mind. Alright, it is Red's turn. So, I'm going to do the random number generator between 1 and 8 for the places to go. And it chose 8, which is the slums. So RNG is going to the slums and flipping a coin to see if he's going to pickpocket or fight crime.
Ooh.
And that was tails, so he's going to fight crime. Heads being 1, tails being 2. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. Gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. Oh, this is the vampire thing again. Let's see what the computer decides to do. One night you hear a woman whisper at you from nearby. "Hey, you." That's her voice once again, because she's not going to ever have another voice ever. She calls out, "Looking to make a bit of coin?" Alright, computer. What do you want to do? The computer wants to make a bit of coin. She signals for you to go into the alleyway with her. "Come closer," she says. "Nobody else can hear what I'm about to tell you." The computer leans in close. I'm just imagining a computer doing this, eager to learn how it will be earning this coin. She presses herself right up against it, and it's not in your ear. Suddenly she bites viciously neck, and blood pours from the wound. She clings it tightly, lapping it all up. The computer blacks out. When it comes to, it sees her standing over it. It's weird changing the pronouns mid-sentence.
Yeah.
"Thanks," she says, tossing you a couple of coins. The computer gained 1 wealth. Then she melts into shadows. When it feels its neck. I'm just gonna read it how it says it. You notice your wound has healed completely. Your body feels ice cold. Gain 3 charm. Lose 3 physique. Alright, now 'tis my turn. I'm gonna go to the tavern and drink.
Yeah.
Spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day while on the tavern, you hear a large commotion outside. I'm gonna go out. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stay in the bar. You stay inside the bar and are left wondering just what could have been going on out there. All of this wondering is a great workout for your imagination. You gain 1 mind.
I like your little paw. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna stay inside.
Yeah. They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago. Jaime,
Oh.
where would you like to go?
Okay. I'm gonna go to the tavern myself.
Okay. Would you like to bartend or drink?
Drink.
That's a good choice. Spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. Over the course of the week, you notice yourself growing more and more spiral-shaped sores all over your body.
Ooh.
One day, the sores begin glowing a vibrant blue. By the way, this is the sores that the guy at the hospital had, if you didn't catch that.
Oh.
You feel your magical power grow even stronger, while your mind slips further and further. You gain 3 magic. You lose 3 mind. I don't think you could lose any more mind, because your mind is at 1. I don't know if it's possible to. But your magic is at 11, so there's that.
Yippee.
In no time, the sores are glowing so bright that they hurt to look at. Someone rushes up to you asking if you're alright. With only a glance, you set him aflame. Oh, you just broke down the fucking tavern!
Oh, god damn it.
Then you let out a scream that shakes the earth and shatters the skulls of all nearby. A river of blood coats the ground as you walk about, reveling in your destruction. You black out. When you come to, you're at home, in your bed. Your sores have faded and you feel like the disease symptoms have finally passed. Well, fuck you for destroying the tavern!
I'm sorry. I wanted to drink, but maybe I shouldn't have left the house when I was feeling weird. I'm sorry.
When you have randomly glowing sores all over your body, that's usually the best time to go to the tavern, actually, so... I think you made a good choice. Hey, Doug, where would you like to go?
I want to go back to the forest.
Would you like to chop wood, or would you like to hunt?
Hunt somewhere. I'm a hunter. That's what I do.
You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One night, through the trees, you spot a group of cloaked figures, all standing in a circle. They are chanting in unison. O mighty lord of the night, master of beasts, bringer of pain and derision. One of them runs out of the darkness towards the rest of the group. Runs from out of... okay. Sorry everyone, but I was reading this calendar wrong, he says. We were supposed to summon the demon yesterday. Now we have to wait a whole year to try it again. There's a collective sigh as the group disperses. You learned a bit about demon summoning. You gain 1 mind and 1 magic.
Cool.
Computer.
You learned one.
Where would the computer like to go? Computer chose 3, which is the alchemy tower. Is it gonna clean the lab or brew a potion? Let's find out next. It's gonna brew a potion.
Find out after this commercial break.
You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. Gain 2 magic and 1 mind. Over the course of the week, you've noticed your skin becoming paler and your teeth sharper. Oh yeah, I remember that. You notice that whenever you walk, everyone nearby hangs on your every word. You gain 3 charm. You also feel more frail and gaunt than you used to. You lose 3 physique. His physique's at 0. By his, I mean it. Her. It.
God damn it.
Wow.
Her. One day you notice a woman tilting her head back, brushing her hair. Her neck fully exposed. You can even see a vein or 2. Delicious. Before you know it, you're coated in blood with a mangled form in front of you. There are a dozen of people around. It sounded weird to say for some reason. I don't know exactly why. And they're all filled with delicious nectar. The next few hours are a blur. The alchemy tower is destroyed, by the way.
Damn it. I
hell?
wanted to go there.
You wake up the next day in bed sheets soaked with blood that is not your own. You look in the mirror and notice your skin has regained its color and that your teeth have dulled. Kevin, yes, where would you like to go? I'm gonna go to the arena. I'm going to bet on a fight. Spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. Gain 3 wealth. One day in the middle of a match, a dryad runs into the field. Would anyone like to dance? She appears to be asking. Boos and hisses erupt from the crowd. Before you can even react, one of the fighters has already cleaved the dryad in two. A terrible shriek booms out from the wound. The crowd erupts into applause. The dryad's corpse then explodes into a flurry of leaves that cuts everyone nearby. You lose 1 physique. She got pissed because Doug wouldn't dance with her. It was on us in a heartbeat. Or so the stories go. The earth shook. The air went still. Jaime?
So I can't go to the tower?
Or the tavern. No alchemy tower, no tavern. That would have been the best place for you, too, because you have 11 magic. The arena.
Yeah, right?
Would you like to compete and fight, or bet on fight?
Compete.
I like how you enunciated the T just like I did. Compete in fight.
You took my idea.
You spend the
I'm
week
still gonna
fighting
do it.
brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. While wandering around the halls between matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly. An awkward exchange happens.
That's my sister's name. It's weird.
An awkward exchange happens, in which you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Jean, one of the most popular fighters in the arena, butts into the conversation. Hey Kelly, sorry to interrupt, but we've got to leave right away if we're going to make it to your mother-in-law's in time. Your mother's in time, blah, blah, blah. I can't read. It's all good. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off holding hands. How do you feel? Do you feel happy for Kelly or extreme jealousy?
Happy?
You feel it's good that both of you have moved on. This encounter,
Okay.
despite its awkwardness, was refreshing. You gain 1 charm.
Oh.
Hey Doug, where would you like to go?
I'll go to the gardens.
Landscape or meditate, sir?
Meditate.
You're so sane.
I couldn't tell if you were saying that, like, derisively, like you were trying to diss on him. Like, you're so sane. Or if you were just commenting, because you spend the week in deep meditation.
Dissing him.
You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. You've noticed, over the course of the week, that the number of people drinking alcohol in the parks has increased dramatically, well, because the tavern was destroyed. Do you want to join in on the drinking or ignore them?
Ignore him.
You disappoint me, sir. Seeing them making fools of themselves makes you feel like a morally superior person. You gain 1 mind. Computer. Yes, Kevin. That was the best I could do. Where would you like to go? It says 8 again. It's going to the slums again. Is it gonna pickpocket or fight crime? It's gonna pickpocket. This computer's a real D-bag. You spend the week performing petty theft. You gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. One day, while wandering the slums, you notice that the stones used to line the road seem to have a certain pattern to them. You don't manage to figure out the mystery, but you still feel pretty smart about noticing the patterns of the tiles. Gain 1 mind. Yeah, that was pretty boring. I'm gonna go to the palace and do some administration work. You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day, the court jester approaches you. Would you like to learn to juggle? He asks excitedly. I'll teach you everything I know for a small sum. Yes. You spend the day with the jester practicing your juggling technique. You improve dramatically. You gain 2 finesse. You gain another 2 finesse. You happily pay the jester for his services. You lose 1 wealth. And then the world was a howling fury, chaos screaming, the sound of all we knew being pulled in half. Jaime.
Yes.
Never let them go. Where would you like to go? It's not a trick question, really. Except you can't go to the alchemy tower or the tavern.
Forest.
Chop, warrior, hunt.
What?
Chop, uh-huh. No, chop, uh-huh. You understood it that time? You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you hear hundreds of footsteps rumbling through the forest in your direction. It's an orc raiding party. What do you do? Hide or charm them into not killing you? Your charm is at 8. Your finesse, which might be what the hiding comes from, is at 8 as well.
This is a trick question.
They usually are.
I'll hide.
You jump into a nearby ditch. The orcs all ride past you. Nice hiding! You gain 1 finesse. Alright, Doug, where'd you like to go?
The arena.
Compete and fight?
Yeah.
You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One night, on your way home, you spot a rusty dagger on the ground. Do you want to pick it up or leave it? I've never seen what happens with this being successful, but I don't know if you have the stats for it.
I don't even know what the stats would be.
I don't either. You want to pick it up?
Yeah, I don't want to just leave it there. I gotta see if I can not.
Oh, yeah. As you pick it up, you hear a voice from behind you whisper, "You're not worthy." The dagger begins to dissolve into a black smoke. Within seconds, the blade is gone. You feel like you've learned something, having witnessed such impressive magic. You gain 1 magic and 1 mind. Your mind is at 11. I'm the only one with really shit stats right now. Like everybody else.
I don't have shit stats.
You have
I'm gonna choose now to
11.
go pee.
You have 11 magic. Doug,
Yeah, but isn't my mind like really shitty?
it's 1. But as long as you have like
See?
1 good stat,
Oh, whatever.
everybody has 1 stat at 11 except for me. Yeah. All right.
You
Anyway,
just suck. Even the computer beats you?
the computer has 11 charm right now, but it's a vampire. It's gonna get charm. Vampires
Yeah.
are so charming. All right. Where does the computer want to go? 3. The alchemy tower can't do that. So 5. That would be the palace. Is it going to do administration work or attend the ball? It's going to attend the ball because computers want to dance too. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. You gain 2 more charm. It's got 13. One day the king approaches you. Excuse me, but you look like someone who I can confide in. I gave him a different voice than last time. I really want a prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I aren't exactly active in the bedroom. He blushes a little. Do you have any advice on how I could romance the queen, so to speak? Is it going to teach the king its ways or admit that it doesn't know how to help? The computer is going to admit that it doesn't know how to help.
Ooh.
The king walks away, disappointed. Alright, I guess that's my turn, and I have the gardens, hospital, or slums. I think I'm gonna go to the hospital. I'm gonna clean up. You spend the week steeling your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it's as clean as can be. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and earn 1 wealth. One day, you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital. Soon afterwards, a glowing blue ghost floats down from the ceiling. She seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out horrible noises. She doesn't appear to realize that she is freaking everyone out. You decide to do something about it. Do I want to talk calmly to the ghost or vaporize it with magic? My magic's at 5. I'm going to talk calmly, even though that probably won't do very much either. You approach the spirit and try to explain to her the effect she is having on the sick. She seems to understand what you're telling her and apologizes for bothering everyone. She walks through a wall and is never seen again. A doctor tosses you a sack of coins as a way of saying thanks. You gain 2 wealth. That's kind of boring, but I'm surprised that worked out. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong? Or have we forgotten? Week 5. We're getting up there.
Yeah.
Jamie?
Slums.
Alright, and would you like to pickpocket or fight crime?
Pickpocket.
You spend the week performing petty theft. You gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. See, now you have 2 stats up to 11.
Suck on that.
One night, a small child approaches you, and with his hands cupped and outstretched towards you.
Crap.
He doesn't say anything, but just looks up at you with wide eyes, waiting expectantly. Would you like to give him some coin, which would subtract 1 wealth from you, or ignore him? You have 3 wealth.
Let's ignore him.
Okay, bitch. He walks away, clutching at his stomach. The next night, you notice him and he looks very weak. You feel terrible. You lose one mind.
I think I did this last time.
I think that's exactly what you did last time, too, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry I let you down again, kiddo. Oh well,
You
it's
just
just a
really
game.
hate the kid. It's not just a game. It's the game. Hey, Doug, where'd you like to go?
Is the forest still a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay. Chop wood, hunt.
Tonight's gonna be pretty cold, so I'll chop some wood, running low on firewood.
You spend
Wow.
the week cutting down trees for the village.
What? Oh, you're
Why
still
is
laughing?
that
Okay.
Like, what? Are you still laughing? You're just busy here.
He's so
That's my
invested in the game. It's so great. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a gigantic moss-covered stone. It pulses with a magical energy. What do? Do you touch it or leave it alone? Your magic is at 8 and your mind is at 11, so probably a good idea. You lay your hand onto the enormous object. What are you laughing about now?
Continue.
Is your cat just like tickling you endlessly? Is that what's happening right now?
I was listening to the stream and it's funny because he's like, oh, you're still laughing. I loved that. Continue.
You lay your hand onto the enormous object. Blue lines shoot out from your hands and etch designs into the stone. It begins to crack into a massive human form. I have never seen this before. It stands upright and looks down at you. Thanks, it says, in a booming voice that rustles all the trees around you. It picks you up by the collar and places you on its shoulders. In the distance, you spot what appears to be a gigantic magical storm. Beautiful, isn't it? The golem asks. You sit on the construct's shoulders for hours, admiring the beauty of the distant storm. You gain 3 magic. That was pretty cool.
Fucking cool.
I liked that a lot. Jamie, are you gonna be alright?
Yeah.
We're gonna find out where the computer's going. Computer chose Alchemy Tower again, which it can't go to. It's gonna go to the hospital. And is it gonna clean up or tend to the patients? It's going to tend to the patients. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. Uh-oh. One day, the bloodletting leeches somehow escape from their containers. Leeches start flooding into the hallway. There are people screaming everywhere as leeches slither towards them. Somebody do something! Yells one of the doctors. Is the computer going to zap the leeches with magic, or use itself as bait? It's going to use itself as bait. You start taunting the leeches to lead them back into their containers. With great skill, you manage to avoid the leech's fangs. You then lure them all back into their containers. Quick thinking. You gain 1 mind. I have seen the leeches destroy people's games. I have never seen the leeches successfully cleaned up like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Good job, computer.
Yeah.
I have not gone to the gardens yet, I don't think. I'm gonna landscape. Spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day, a beggar comes up to you asking for any spare change. Give him some coin, -1 wealth, or ignore him. Decisions, guys. I almost want to do the coin flip thing, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to decide to ignore him. I had 8 wealth, but just like the kid that Jamie turned away, this guy walks away clutching at his stomach. The next night you notice him and he looks very weak. You feel terrible. You lose 1 mind. That's the same exact thing that happened with you and the kid. The Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost. Almost. Last turn before the final turn. It's the penultimate turn. Where do you want to go, Jamie?
Places are available now.
Huh?
But places aren't available.
The same. Just can't go to the Alchemy Tower or the Tavern.
Okay. So, let's see here. I'm gonna go to the forest again and chop some wood.
Spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a tall, nicely trimmed hedge in the middle of the woods. You sit and eat your lunch in front of the hedge, wondering what exactly it's doing out in the woods. Suddenly, an enormous hand erupts from the foliage. Do you want to dodge it or punch it?
Punch it.
You manage to punch the hand so hard that you appear to have shattered one of its fingers. The hand recoils back through the hedge. You then run away faster than you've ever run in your life. You gain 2 physique. Damn, your physique's pretty fucking high, too. Your physique is actually higher than anything else now. It's at 12. Hey, Doug.
I'm good.
I'll go back. No, I'll go to the slums.
Pickpocket or fight crime?
Fight crime.
I already had that selected because I knew that's what you were going to pick, but I didn't actually pick it. I just had it highlighted. You spend the week outsmarting. Oh my god, he's wearing a mask. Like a little green mask over his eyes. It's great. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a man walks up to you. "Excuse me, sir, feeling a little lonely tonight?" he asks. "For a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night."
Oh.
Sure, -2 wealth, or no thanks?
Sure.
Come on.
Thank you, thank you. You hand him over a small sack of coins. Never mind, I was gonna. You lose 2 wealth. On your way to your house, you start. On your way to your house, you start about talking. I'm guessing it meant to say you start talking about philosophy, but it says you start about talking philosophy, history, magic, everything really. The 2 of you have an amazing conversation that goes well into the morning. You gain 2 mind and 2 charm.
Oh.
The man apologizes for the lack of sex, but thanks you for the chat. He refunds you back half of what you spent. You gain 1 wealth. That was pretty great. That was pretty good.
Wow.
I think I've gone... Oh wait, it's not me, it's the computer. I knew that. Where's the computer going? 1 forest, it can't. 3 alchemy tower, it can't. 7 hospital, it can. Of course, it just went there last time too, but that's fine. It's gonna clean up or tend to the patients. It's going to clean up this time. You spend the week stealing your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it's clean as can be. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and earn 1 wealth. One day, while in the maternity ward, you notice a woman about to give birth. The baby she births is no ordinary baby, however. Its skin is pitch black and shiny, and its eyes glow like an orange flame. It wrestles itself from the doctor's hands and tries to fly away. "Stop that demon!" yells the doctor. Is the computer going to use its strength or its magic? It has 1 physique and 7 magic, so this could be fun. It's going to use its magic, so I guess that's okay. It's got 7 magic, which isn't extraordinarily high, but it might work. With the wave of your hand, you put up a magical barrier blocking the exit. The baby breaks right through it and flies off into the night sky. Okay, well, that sucks. But this is like the last turn to decide where to go, so I don't think it'll really matter for the game so much. I am going to dance because I shouldn't know this, but I know that the Yawhg is coming, so I'm just gonna dance the last week away. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day you hear somebody shouting something in the hallway. "There's a bomb in the palace!" they scream. There's a mass panic as people try desperately to escape the palace's walls. I'm going to run away. Get out just before the bomb goes off. A huge explosion occurs, knocking you off your feet and completely wrecking the castle. Hey guys, we can't go to the castle anymore.
Oh.
This is the last turn anyway, doesn't matter. The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends, is what I meant to say there. We see the graveyard. Our home has become our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we past saving? Alright, Jaime. Your highest stats are, just knowing this, you can pick anything and I won't correct you this time. You have 12 physique, 11 finesse, 0 mind, 8 charm, 11 magic, and 4 wealth. So your highest is physique, and then next is finesse and magic.
Wow. Okay. That's cool.
Do you? Oh, you gotta wait for the thing to load, don't you?
Yeah.
To be able to see what you want to do.
What is finesse again? I forget what that is.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
You want to explain it again?
No.
Okay.
Damn, the place looks like slaughtered.
Yeah, it wrecked shit up. I gotta get comfortable in my chair. Anyway, now that you see the screen, where are you, or what do you, what role do you want to play in the recreation of this town?
I'll be a builder.
Bob the Builder. You take it
Can
upon
we fix it?
Content ID match. You take it upon yourself to rebuild the town by hand. You rebuild homes and at breakneck speed, impressing the rest of the survivors. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly. Doug?
Yeah.
What role would you like to play? With
My
10
mine's the highest, is it?
Yes, your mind is at 14.
The Doctor.
I was going to say I believe the doctor is for the mind, but you chose the doctor anyway, so I didn't need to say that. You take it upon yourself to help the sick and injured from the Yawhg. You're able to fix up most of your patients in no time at all. This means there are more people to help with the rebuilding of the town. This helps the survival effort considerably. Computer, what are you going to do? Is there still, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 choices still. So between 1 and 8, it shows 1. Computer's going to be the leader with 13 charm.
Oh.
Holy shit. You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. You give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly. Kevin, with 11 finesse, 9 charm. I can't do that. Between the conjurer, which is magic, the smelter, which is wealth, and the tailor, which I'm assuming is finesse. Yeah, okay. We're gonna win. It's fine. You volunteer to weave and mend clothing for the survivors to keep warm. You manage to make a new set of clothes for every survivor. Morale increases and everybody's pretty excited for their new socks, scarves, hats, etc. The survival effort a lot. And so we set about our tasks once more, living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected or even wanted. But in the end, we flourished! Towers, once wrecked and ravaged, rose towards the sky. Trees again took root, then blossomed. We all blossomed. And though it took a long while, and... excuse me, choked on saliva. And though it took a lot from us, our future is bright. Should the Yawhg ever return, we will be ready. Nice. We did it!
I wonder what would happen, like, if you have, like, maximum, like, magic or whatever, and you choose to be a tailor. What would happen? Would you fail, or what?
Yeah, I don't know. We can find out some other playthrough.
Would everyone hate the ripped clothing that you've made for them?
Would you like to hear what happens with the rest of your virtual life, Jaime?
Ooh, sure.
With the town rebuilt, you spend nearly all your time in the alchemy tower. You try desperately to research a cure for that mysterious spiral sore disease that caused you to hurt all those people. All that time in the lab, beings taking... I don't get if... I think they should have spell checked a little bit of this, but that's fine. It takes a toll on your body. You notice spiral sores beginning to resurface onto your skin.
Oh.
Not wanting to repeat the past, you walk out to the docks and jump in the water. You swim out as far as possible. A faint explosion was spotted on the lake that night. Some say it was the birth of a new star.
Dumbasses.
Well, you ended up sacrificing yourself to save others. That was noble after making that kid starve. That's fine.
It was gonna happen.
So, Doug,
Yeah.
after the town is rebuilt, you become leader of a hunting party. You become the town's main supplier of game, meat, and furs.
Badass.
You become extremely adept at killing defenseless animals.
Oh,
One
sure.
day, you spot a glowing blue fox in the woods. Upon seeing you, it cackles and runs off. You pursue it for what feels like hours, but to no avail. Capturing the laughing blue fox becomes an obsession for you. You spend every moment thinking of its laugh, even while you sleep. Its cackle feels as if it's burned into your brain. I could definitely see you actually doing that too. Like,
Yeah.
just that fox is cool. I must have it. The computer's ending. After the town is rebuilt, you take a visit to the palace library. You look for any material regarding the mysterious disease with which that woman infected you with. It said with twice. After a few months of research, you think you've discovered exactly what you need to do. You whittle yourself a stake and begin scouring the slums, hoping to enact your revenge. One day you find a secret passage leading deep into the sewers. I guess that was it. He went vampire hunting.
Cool.
Never look back.
So for me now, with the town rebuilt, you spend most of your time in the new arena. Through strategic betting and a bit of luck, you become extremely wealthy. You live the rest of your life comfortably without any financial worry. That's it.
Bam!
Yeah, that's it.
That was a very boring ending.
One that gets the boring. I died.
This is exciting!
I died. You get a financial lovely ending.
I get a mentally crutching.
I think that ended pretty well, though. I like that.
You think? Whatever. Whatever.
Definitely gonna play more of this sometime soon, though, right? I like making this a regular thing.
Yeah, no, I'm never playing.